beautiful YouTubers. So today's video is going to be all about my tattoo apprenticeship. Now I am not saying that your situation will be the same as mine. You may have already went through a tattoo apprenticeship and it's totally opposite. This is just my personal experience, my story. I'm probably gonna piss a lot of people off by making this video because a lot of tattoo artists kind of like to keep this type of stuff behind closed doors. There are some people out there that do talk about, you know, their past, but just not so many on YouTube. So I figured I would just spill it all for you. So if you don't want to hear me gab for a really long time, exit immediately wherever your exit may be. And if you're going to stick around, just grab some popcorn or some chips or some yummy snacks, and let's get started in this video. To give you a little backstory of everything that's going on, I'm gonna start from the very beginning. My husband was deployed and I was bored out of my mind. I had a job at an adult store. Yeah, I was selling sex toys and butt plugs, and it was just kind of boring. I really wanted to work in a tattoo shop. I've always wanted to work in a tattoo shop. I went up and down. There was like a strip where there was just tattoo shops. Bam, left, right, left, right, left, right. I went in every single shop, I was like, hey, you need a receptionist, a desk girl, hello, I can get you clients, yes! And I finally walked into one shop. I met an awesome piercer. We had a conversation for a while. Next thing I know, 2 weeks later, I got called in for an interview. I met with one of my previous bosses. I got asked if I wanted to do a tattoo apprenticeship or a piercing apprenticeship, and I was like, oh, I can never do that. I don't think I can do that. No, I just want to work the desk. I got the job. I loved it. I had some great memories, answering phones, doing paperwork, running errands, whatever. And I worked desk for, I want to say, like 7 months, almost 8 months, and I realized tattooing, if it was an option for me, I definitely wanted this to be my life, because once you're around tattoo artists and you see how they draw things and how the tattoo process is, you learn a lot. And I was like, oh, I really think I can do this. This is something that I've always wanted to do, but I didn't think was possible. So one of my really good friends, she was a tattoo artist there at the time, and I took her to the side and was like, hey, do you think I could actually do an apprenticeship, or do you think it's possible? And she told me that I needed to really just focus on the art aspect. And I have zero art background at this point in time. I've never really took an art class. It wasn't my life. Like, art wasn't in my future of what I saw for myself. I just didn't think it was possible. I practiced. I busted out drawings. I was trying very hard. Like, I was starting from the very bottom. Like, this is the ground. I was the roots underneath the ground. I really tried my absolute hardest, and when I had some drawings put together, I went to one of my bosses and was like, hey, do you think I can, you know, get an apprenticeship? Is that something that is maybe possible? A couple weeks went by. I kept my drawing up and I talked to my other boss. I got the approval that I could definitely be a tattoo apprentice. I was so excited. I didn't think that this would ever be a possibility, period, point blank. And different tattoo shops handle apprenticeships different. Some places they charge like to have an apprenticeship, and some places you work for free. Basically, you're a slave to the shop, and that's for a whole year, and then you get your tattoo artist license. So I had an awesome boss. I was able to work the desk for a couple days in the week and make some money, and then apprentice for the rest of the week. I was really lucky that I had that opportunity, so I wasn't below the bottom broke. Also, my husband, he supports me 100%. I didn't have to worry about the whole money situation. Now, if you don't have a job or someone to support you, you're gonna make $0 generally in an apprenticeship. It's gonna be really hard. But like I said, I was really lucky that my boss was super awesome, and I basically was like, okay, this is gonna be my life. I'm excited. I'm posting everywhere. I'm gonna be a tattoo apprentice.
Dance party, yeah.
People were not very happy that I got this opportunity. It was a 50-50 thing. Some people were really happy for me, and the other half of the people were not happy. Like, this girl can't draw. She only wants to get free tattoos. Basically, I'm just a pretty face. Why the fuck does this girl want to be a tattoo artist? Because that's all they ever wanted their entire life. I always wanted it, but I never thought, like I said, I never thought it was possible. I had zero art background. But if you're determined and you want something bad enough and you're around it and it feels right and it's a chance that you can take, I took it. At first, I had some people that were really on, my side, wanted to help me, taught me a lot of things, gave me tips. I thought that we were going to be down to the end, and then those people kind of started trickling off with the negative people, the let's hate her train. I'm not going to lie, there were so many times I wanted to quit, where the drama was just so bad. People just weren't believing in me. They didn't think that I was serious, that I was gonna go anywhere with it. There's so many times where I was just like, you know what, maybe it's just not worth it. Maybe these people are right. But I kept it going. All my friends and family were like, do not let these people get you down. Do not let them get in your head. This is what you want. This is, you can do this. So I really just kind of sucked it up.
Put them tears back in my eyeballs and was like, okay, I got this. I'm going to do it. Fuck what anybody else has to say, and I just kept going.
Nobody really wanted to take me seriously because it's like desk girl to tattoo artist. That's a very hard kind of pill to swallow, because in a way, if you're a desk girl, you kind of get your foot in the door, but at the same time, it's hard for these tattoo artists to look at me as someone that wants to be just like them when I was just pushing papers. I hated lettering. I'm not gonna lie, I was super hard-headed and I did not want to learn lettering at all. Every time someone would tell me, hey, you really need to practice lettering, I'd be like, I don't want to do it. Now I actually love tattooing lettering. That's like one of my favorite things. I sucked it up. I practiced the lettering over and over and over. It definitely did me well. Like I said, now it's my favorite thing to tattoo. In the beginning, I had to practice on fruit, just really get used to having the machine in my hand, and certain people would make me feel nervous. I would go into the shop like 2 hours before the shop even opened and tattoo the fuck out of some fruit, because I was gonna be the best that I could possibly be. If nobody really wanted to sit down with me and take the time to really spend hours with me that I really needed, I was gonna do it on my own. I was so determined that these fruits were gonna be my bitches. I put hours and hours and hours in. Even then, I was, of course, still scared to tattoo skin. The first tattoo you ever do is going to be on yourself. A couple people there supporting me. I was super nervous and sweating, and I was nauseous and just scared. And I spent like 4 hours or more on a tattoo that should have took me an hour and a half. I turned myself into a little bit of hamburger meat, and what that means is I overworked the skin. I could push it, ink would come out, my leg was swollen. It was bad, but I was so proud that I actually tattooed skin. I'm a human, obviously. It was like a big accomplishment. I was just so nervous to tattoo an actual person after that. Once you get past all the practicing phases and all that other jazz, you have to tattoo your first people. I was lucky enough, I was really good friends with a piercer, and she had people lined up for me that I was gonna be tattooing for free. Tattooing someone, it's so nerve-wracking because this is something that's going to be on their body for the rest of their life, and that's exciting. But when you've never done it before and it's someone that you're not familiar with, it's really scary. I was so nervous. I needed some help because my anxiety was through the roof. It was awful, but I survived. I banged out some little cute Ninja Turtle tattoos and some other little flash that were like so small, and I swear I thought that was like, I think it took me like an hour or so to do something like this small. That was the longest hour of my life. Like, I could hear tick tock in my head. That's something that I can't even explain in words.
Ooh, it was scary.
People did not take me seriously. They were like, oh, she's just a pretty face. She's not serious. People were very upset that I did not tattoo for money. That was never, ever, ever my intention at all. I only did it because that's something I wanted to do, that I wanted to accomplish, that I had set my goal up, and I was going to knock that motherfucker down. I got made fun of for tattooing slow. I had my station broken into. I had everything locked up in my little station with a lock on it, and I came in and the door was broken. Someone had just taking my stuff. The reason why I locked my stuff up to begin with was because people were just taking my supplies, using it, and not putting it back. Because I understand if you've been helping me for a while and you feel like, hey, you know, I gave you this or I gave you that. I feel like there's still that kind of respect factor. Just tell me. I mean, text me, be like, hey, can I take this? Or hey, can I use that? I mean, I'm not just gonna go into your area or your home and just take something because, hey, I let you borrow this the other day, so I'm just gonna go and help myself without even letting you know. No, it's just not cool. At that point, I was so close to quitting. I was crying, and I cry when I'm mad, so I was already so upset that they were thinking, oh, she's so sad we got to her, whatever. No, I was mad because you're an artist, I'm an apprentice, and there's nothing I can do about it. I just got it together and was like, you know what, yo, stop getting in my fucking shit. You know what, even if I'm an apprentice, if you keep taking my shit, I'm just gonna start taking your shit. I mean, you have to go home eventually, so if you wanna play that game, we can play that game. If you're an apprentice or you're about to apprentice, I'm telling you right now, do not give up. Do not let anyone get under your skin, because in their mind, they're making you tougher. They're making your skin thicker. They're trying to help you out by whatever ridiculous thing that they're doing. So do not give up. Like I said, I got made fun of for tattooing slow and taking my time. I got made fun of for not taking tattoos that made me uncomfortable, because why would I take a realistic portrait or something crazy that I'm not comfortable with, that I know I'm gonna mess up, and I get yelled at for not taking it? But I would have got yelled at for taking it and messing it up, because I've been put in my place before where I was like, oh, I can tattoo that, I got it. And then I tattooed it and was like, I can't believe that I just messed that up. I wasn't ready for it. I didn't know what to do. It was just too much. I definitely got made fun of and got a hard time from everyone when they wanted me to do these big extravagant tattoos, and I'm like, yo, I'm an apprentice, like, chill the fuck out. I will do it when I'm ready. I had people taking my pictures, my personal pictures, off like my social medias and using them for their personal use. I had a lot of female type drama, people hiding my shit. At one point, everyone pretty much gave up on me, and I was on my own. I was kind of in my own little world in the corner, painting, drawing, doing whatever I needed to do to focus on being a better artist, because I genuinely wanted it that bad. I got moved to another shop. This was probably one of the best things that happened, because there I met one of my really good friends now. He mentored me, and he actually was like, look, I know you only got a couple months left in your apprenticeship, but if you really want, I can sit down, I can teach you things, and we can really get to work. So I was super lucky to have him really sit with me, teach me a lot of things. It opened up my eyes. I was like, wow, where were you fucking 4 months ago when I could have been learning all this stuff? I was just very grateful to have someone that actually sat with me, that he was like, hey, this is how you shade, this is how you do this, you need to work on this, stop doing that. Really helped me hone in on what was working for me. One of the main problems I had was so many different people that were kind of chiming in.
Like, you're not doing that right, and you're not doing this right, and you should do it like this, and you should do it like that.
Well, everyone tattoos differently, and what works for someone might not work for me or you or whoever. I was pretty much the shop mascot. I had 2 huge pictures of me in the front of the store. Like, when you walked into the shop, bam, it was 2 pictures of me. I got body shamed by some of my coworkers. There was a lot of jealousy, cattiness. I was so excited about this. I felt so accomplished. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I wanted to show everybody. I'm like excited for family to come see it. Like, it was great for me. And then I had people fucking with my pictures, drawing shit on them, taping shit to it, and I was pissed because I paid a lot of money for these frames. Yes, I was so grateful that my bosses let me, hang them up. I was so proud of them, but I had people say, oh, you got cellulite in that picture, talking mad shit behind my back. I didn't want to care what everyone was saying to me, but it was like there was just so much negativity and jealousy and just so much in my face. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Are you mad because you didn't think of it first? Are you mad? I don't know what their problem was. I'm on the walls, so there's nothing you can do about it. I let it roll off my shoulder after a while. It was annoying. Print some pictures out of yourself, hang them up, do whatever you need to do to make yourself feel better. If you're jealous, whatever. I'm happy. I'm tattooing my ass off. I worked so hard to learn things on my own, trial, error. I took my sweet ass time tattooing slow because I rather it be perfect, take my time on something that's gonna be on someone's body forever than to rush through it and worry about some money in my pocket. I was more there for the interaction with people and learning stories and actually giving them a piece that they're gonna love for the rest of their life. I can never really thank the 2 people that really helped me the most as far as giving me instruction, constructive criticism, really teaching me how to draw and just everything. I still call those 2 people till this day if I don't know how to do something or if I have a question, and they still help me. When you're an apprentice, you have to have like the hardest determination ever to 1, learn your craft, 2, not to give up, and 3, to actually enjoy the process because you're learning something that people don't even understand just even a little bit. All the negative stuff aside, I had a great time with the people that cared about me and were rooting for me. I wouldn't trade this experience for anything. I wouldn't be the artist I am today if I hadn't gone through all the crazy ups and downs and roller coaster. It just gives me more fuel to keep proving those people wrong that always doubted me, still doubt me to this day, and still have something to say. And you know what? That's great. If you're still worried about what I'm doing, what kind of, artist I am, go ahead, check it out, because I stand behind my work 100%. I'm still learning. I still have so much to learn. I'm never gonna stop learning, never stop growing. I'm proud of where I've come. Thank you to all the people who were there for me. You know who you are. You were in my corner for the entire process. Thank you guys, and I love you all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, I will see you beautiful people later. Bye.